Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So finally, Sofyan Amrabat, who hasn't trained with Fiorentina's first team in God knows how long, because he's been holding on for a Manchester United move that seemed like it would never happen. Countless different teams came in for him. He knocked them back. He only wanted Manchester United, and that man finally got his move. And literally just right now, the news was made official by Manchester United. Sofyan Amrabat has joined Manchester United on loan from ACF Fiorentina until June 2024, subject to international clearance and registration requirements. We'll read the rest of the statements and get a quote from Sofyan Amrabat, but it has been an action-packed deadline day for Manchester United today. We spoke about Sergio Reguilon yesterday. That was given the here we go. That was made official today. Altay Bayındır was also made official today. Manchester United's new backup goalkeeper and the first Turkish player to play for the club. Then we heard Sofyan Amrabat's deal between Manchester United and Fiorentina had been agreed. And whilst we were waiting for that to be made official and the medical to happen, we saw videos of Sofyan Amrabat speeding away from the Fiorentina training ground. We then heard Jonny Evans had officially signed on for a season at Manchester United, coming in as our 5th, 6th choice centre-back. And also, in the last couple of moments as well, we've heard Mason Greenwood could be set for a loan move to Getafe in Spain. And that has come from the reputable and the reliable David Ornstein. So that is what the day has been for Manchester United. Not a lot of rumours about many other players, but all these things kind of coming to a head and coming to an end, and Sofyan Amrabat as well getting his move to the club. That would mean our transfers, and I'll do another video tomorrow kind of reviewing our transfer window, will look like Andre Onana, Rasmus Højlund, who interestingly enough was declared fit. He's trained all week and is ready for that game against Arsenal. Mason Mount, Amrabat, Bayındır, Reguilon and Jonny Evans would be the business that we've done. We also would have held on to players like Pellistri, Hannibal Mabry, and of course Amad Diallo as well, who could be, they were players that we deemed maybe they'd end up leaving. Now, I kind of wanted to see them given a chance at Manchester United in the squad, although some may argue they need first team football. But those 3 players have been kept with the first team squad, as have, so far anyway, unless something late happens at this moment in time, 30 minutes to go and it seems like nothing's going to happen. We have also heard rumours that United have confirmed Maguire and McTominay are going to be staying at the club this transfer window, and it looks like Donny van der Beek as well. Those are 3 players that we maybe thought we would sell and recoup some funds for. Maybe those will turn up again in January or next summer. So yeah, that has been the day for Manchester United. Now, it's been a decent window for the club in the end when you look at us finally getting Amrabat. Although, imagine what we could have done if we weren't hamstrung by Glazonomics, by the FFP issues that we have. Although those FFP issues could have been resolved by investment from the owners, which is never going to happen because those guys don't put their hands in their pocket to fund Manchester United. They take funds out of Manchester United to fund their own lifestyle. We've clearly seen that for a long time. 1.5 billion plus down the drain because of the Glazers at Manchester United. And now we're seeing it kind of turn into loads of FFP issues and stuff like that, which have affected our summer. After we started really well, bringing in Onana, bringing in Højlund, bringing in Mount, we were then unable to get rid of the players that I mentioned before in terms of bringing in some funds. And that's why as well we've seen the Amrabat deal get done on a loan. I don't mind the Reguilon deal. Look, we've got Terrell Malacia, Luke Shaw. I'm not massively critical of that deal because it's a backup left back. He's on loan for 12 months. There's a potential break clause after 6 months. But, that Amrabat deal, that's clearly a player Ten Hag wants. We're not getting him on loan with an option, which could become an obligation according to some reports if certain triggers are met. We've paid 10 million euros in a loan fee with 20 million plus add-ons, potentially the fee for him if we do decide to make that a permanent one. But that's a deal that we should have been making happen. Do you know what I mean? It's a pretty cheap deal. We've seen the likes of I think it was Nottingham Forest and stuff coming in for him with bids. and Manchester United were unable to do that. So that is obviously what we've seen there. But let's have a look at this statement from Manchester United and those quotes from Sofyan Amrabat. As I said, I am buzzing about this one. The midfielder, the statement goes on to say, actually, I'll read it from the start again. Sofyan Amrabat has joined United on loan from Fiorentina until June 2024, subject to international clearance and registration requirements. The midfielder has been capped 49 times by Morocco and played every minute of his country's run to the semi-final of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Last season, Amrabat played a key role as Fiorentina reached the final of the Coppa Italia and the Europa Conference League, and he has said, "It is a huge honour to become a Manchester United player. I've had to be patient for this moment, but I'm someone who always listens to my heart, and now I'm representing the club of my dreams. I'm a passionate player. I want to bring that energy to the squad, and I will put everything into every action I take for the team. I know exactly how Erik ten Hag likes to work and what he needs from players. His coaching and guidance developed me so much as a player earlier in my career. I know that he will help bring the best out of me and my abilities so that I can help the group to be successful this season." Now, this isn't something that he's just saying because he's joined Manchester United. This is something that Sofyan Amrabat is on record of saying before as well. He did an interview for The Athletic as well, where he mentioned Erik ten Hag and how much of an influence he had on his career and things like that. Maybe he was fishing for the move. Then we've also seen him, like, he really wants to join Manchester United. We saw Mason Mount wants to join. The players that were signing really want to be here. Højlund, Andre Onana, etc. Even seeing Sergio Reguilon, who's only on loan and is expected to go back to Spurs, just changing all of his socials, got the Old Trafford backdrop and even in his United shirt all proudly and all that kind of stuff. Now I know I'd do that too if I was on loan, because it's a dream to be at Manchester United. But it's just mad. Like, it's good to see. It's not mad. It should be the case. It should be normal. But Erik ten Hag is building something here where players really, really want to join. And obviously, along with the prestige of the club as well, that's massive. There can be big pull. But we are hamstrung by the Glazers again. I'll reiterate that. Nevertheless, so excited about seeing Amrabat in a Manchester United shirt. We've seen a style of player epitomised most in that World Cup run as well. And of course, for Fiorentina on their run to the final against West Ham, thought he played well in the final as well. A really, really hard-working midfielder, wears his heart on his sleeve. Someone that we can stick in there alongside Casemiro as well. That would be difficult to break down, wouldn't it? And you look at our midfield options now. You've got Kobbie Mainoo, you've got Casemiro, you've got Amrabat, you've got Christian Eriksen, you've got Bruno Fernandes, you've got Mason Mount. Then obviously you've still got McTominay and Donny van der Beek at the club. Although you'd expect those guys would be pretty far behind in the pecking order to those other players that I mentioned, Casemiro, Amrabat, Mainoo, Bruno, Eriksen, Mount, etc. But those are some great options in midfield, I think. Hopefully we can get Mainoo back fit soon, and obviously Mason Mount as well. Getting those guys back fit is vital. But those midfield options are looking really good. And now, hopefully, we got Højlund back, get the other players back fit soon. And Manchester United can hopefully go into the game against Arsenal feeling like things are coming together a little bit. And if we can get a good result there, really kickstart our season, who knows what we can go on to do. Obviously, it was really disappointing with the first few weeks of the campaign. And we need to perform better than we did against Forest at Arsenal on the weekend. But it's a long, long season to go. And Erik ten Hag, I think, has done really well at Manchester United up until this point. And I'm excited to see where he can take us. Amrabat, a signing that I'm sure Manchester United fans will absolutely love. I do already. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're keeping it locked. If there's anything else that pops off, although I doubt it, I will be back. But I will see you soon.